Hello, honorable members of the clan. So guys, I am going to start with this video somewhere else before it comes here. That's because YouTube and I are experimenting something. And secondly, guys, the reason why I've been absent is because I'm attending classes with YouTube around early January. I think around the 2nd of January, YouTube invited me to be part of a program that is going to take place for 8 weeks. Of course, I did accept the challenge. And now I'm attending classes and they start at 7 p.m. And that's the same time that I'm supposed to be going live. Unfortunately, by the time I'm done, I am so exhausted for me to, to reschedule a new live probably around 9 p.m. And I'm also thinking people are tired from work, some of the people. And so I just am going to do this until this entire situation is over. The third thing that I want to talk about, I noticed that there are people, whenever I am talking anything that criticizes, they stay. Because I don't know why they stay or what is it in their head that they are enjoying about me criticizing my own people. Now, I don't want to talk about how I criticize my own people. Me, Clantis, I will criticize anybody or any organization or any institution that works against the people of South Africa, that work against humanity. I will speak on it. I don't care what your race is. I don't care who you vote for. I am going to talk about it. Just like in the Senzo Meyiwa case, guess what? Our judiciary, it needs to be questioned. Our criminal justice system needs to be questioned. As well, the procedures that are taking place in our country need to be questioned. People that commit crimes and because they are connected with powerful people need to be questioned. And I'm going to question that. And then if you are of a different race and you are enjoying me doing that to what supposedly other people say, these are your people, I am going to do it. So same goes when a white person or an Indian person or a colored person does the exact things that I am criticizing on this channel or talking about on this channel, I will do it. But now when you take sensitivity, because now my focus has shifted, not because I went seeking for it, but because there are people in your race that are coming and provoking and poking at a snake sleeping in the hole. And I'm supposed to keep quiet because it's your people? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen as long as we are all in South Africa, where the rule of law and the supremacy of the Constitution is still here. We need to protect and defend it together. Don't now suddenly say, what must I do now? Or maybe because I am Christian, you start unsubscribing. So there's something that you yourself, when you sit by yourself, looking yourself in the mirror, if you ever do, ask, why did I unsubscribe to Clantis' channel the moment you start criticizing what looks like mine? Ask yourself that one question, because clearly you were not paying attention. You were not paying attention because I am on anybody and everybody that seeks to make our lives miserable. It doesn't matter what the race is. So if you want to go away, it's your prerogative, it's your constitutional rights, fine. But it says a lot about you to yourself as well. That part I'm going to let you know. Whether you support the ANC, when you hear me say, remove the ANC from our political landscape altogether, because they have done damage to this country. And if that pokes you in the wrong way, unsubscribe. Great. If you're EFF and I'm criticizing the AFF, fine. If it's the IFP or whatever political party, fine. It is your constitutional right, but that is not going to stop me from talking, because it's also my constitutional right to talk. I hope we understand each other. Now that I am talking about this, I am not going to let the sun set without me talking about make apartheid great again, or make South Africa great again. And then when you ask this question, when was South Africa ever great? For us to make it great again? No, the underlining tone here is simple: regime change. And when you say regime change, or they are saying regime change in Pretoria, when they march to the US embassy, they are saying bring apartheid back again. Imagine, this is a political ideology that was declared a crime against humanity. And now they want to reverse that, because who is in the Oval Office? It is somebody who has been indicted 3 times in the United States and is still the president. And because they realize, oh, so he disregards the rule of law in the US, and definitely now he is fighting almost every country on the planet, including the US allies. Yeah, he will listen to us. Oh, daddy is going to listen to us. And that is why they are upped the ante in the propaganda. South Africa is riddled with crime, and this crime is indiscriminative. And if you look at the amount of people that are getting unalived in this country, the majority of them are black people. Because you know why? White people are not the ones that are highly affected. They live in very posh suburbs. Suburbs that they can afford security, roaming around and making sure that any suspicious person moving about, that person is going to be held, questioned, etc., and so on. While the rest of us who don't have those privileges that were given to these people by the apartheid system, and they keep denying that, that's why they are safe. They are safe. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. Bad things are happening to a certain group of people in South Africa. And the same people have 72% of the land that was stolen. Yes, I did say it. Stolen by their forefathers. Hey, we will never forget the 1913 Land Act. Come on. You can blind yourself as much as you want, bury your head in the sand all you want. It exists. That is why 72% of arable land in this country is in the hands of Afrikaner people. Yeah, the same ones that are running around like promoting propaganda. We are all getting killed in South Africa by criminals. All of us. But no, they want to tell the world it is them who are the victims. It is them. Because they want to sell a certain narrative that is going, of course, which has done, almost done, or probably it has done, to get the United States of America sending their boots to South Africa. And guess what they do? Cut that 72% that are in the Afrikaners' hands into their own country. That is why you saw in their placards where they were saying, recognize Afrikaners like you recognize Israel. What do you think that means? What do you think that means about that 72% of the land that it's in their hands through crime? Crime of colonialism and crime of apartheid. That is why make apartheid great again. But they are saying make South Africa great again. We know you're saying apartheid. We can read between the lines. We're not stupid. So now the question is, in a situation like this, in a country, number one, which is a constitutional democracy, and secondly, has a rule of law, what do we do? How do we utilize the supreme law of our land against this treason? Because they are literally inviting another country to invade our country so that there will be a regime change and bring back apartheid. South Africa has never been great, ever. Since y'all came in 1652, South Africa has never been great. Perhaps prior to 1652, South Africa was great. As a matter of fact, it was great. We lived blissfully, in harmony. Then y'all came. And now you have the audacity in Africa to want your own country within South Africa. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I do have some few notes here that I thought, let's do some little reminder here, all right? Because South Africa will never be an apartheid state ever again. It was declared by international communities to have been a crime against humanity. The same countries will not turn around and say, yes, we recognize the nation of Afrikaners into their own, whatever it is that they're asking for. You're recognized by the Constitution. You're Afrikaners, including your language. But no, 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 you want more. You want 72% of South Africa to be your country in Africa. No, go to Netherlands, go to Holland, go to Germany, and wherever else that you come from, and reclaim your heritage there. You only created a language not to also forget, or in case you forgot, not so long ago, before 1994, Europeans only, natives only. Since when you became indigenous to South Africa? Since when? Since when? No, the delusion in your head, history disputes it. Everything that you try to say and sell to the world, history disputes it. You were Europeans. It's there, loud and clear. Europeans only. And natives only. Now you are natives to South Africa? No, you're not. You are still Europeans, unfortunately. And I'm talking about those that were in Pretoria marching for make apartheid great again. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. If you're a white person and you went not there, I'm not talking to you. So don't feel like I am talking to you. No. We know those that want to work with us. We've been with those that want to work with us. And I'm talking about people that are Afrikaners that say, hey, we also want to unite. We also want to work together with the rest of the country and make and build South Africa into a great nation. And then there are those, the lost ones in Orania. They are the ones that are doing this with AfriForum. Now, at least now we know who you are, what you stand for. You are racists, period. But then again, the offer from Daddy Donald Trump, it's still on the table. If you are that fed up of South Africa, hop on the plane. You don't even need a passport or a visa. All you do is ask Donald Trump to send you Air Force One or whatever it is that's going to send to you to come pick you up and go to the United States. The offer is still on the table for you and you only. And yet we are all affected by the same thing in South Africa. Wow. Oh, never mind. The other thing that I also want to remind the Afrikaner community, those that were in Pretoria at the US Embassy, 4 years is a very short time. And Donald Trump has served 2 terms already. And his country's constitution, that's the maximum. And with the way he is doing things, including the Republican Party, I doubt in 2029 the Republicans will take office in the White House again. I doubt it. So meaning all of this that you are busy doing, trying to propagate against South Africa, the Democrats will come back and will undo everything that Donald Trump has done. Where is that going to leave you with the global community? Don't you realize now you have put a stigma on yourselves? Because sooner or later, Australia is going to start saying something about the Afrikaners that are in Australia, New Zealand, England, Canada. And do you think you will ever be trusted again, whatever comes out of your mouth? I doubt that. Because already you are lying to the world. You know what the lies is. I don't have to repeat it. You know what the lie is. And that lie, you don't want to tell the world that the people of South Africa, especially their greatest enemy, is the African National Congress, the ANC. You don't want to tell the world that because we are suffering under the ANC, and we've suffered. These people suffered the most under the ANC while y'all were lavishing in luxury. And you still do. Nothing terrible is happening to you. Nothing bad is happening to you. No human rights that are being violated against you. But that's the message you are selling to the world, lying through your teeth. Oh, by the way, I was just thinking the other day, I was like, with everything that is happening in the United States and how even the MAGA people are not happy with Donald Trump, I began to think, when will impeachment processes will begin, where he is going to be unset as a president? I'm giving it until July 2025. That's me. Before the people of America start calling for impeachment, he'll be removed by July by the American people. And where is that going to leave you and your propaganda? Are you thinking about these things? No, you're not. Because you're too delusional. The European Union reaffirmed its support. I mean, I'm saying 100% support behind South Africa, its policies, its economic policies, including our democracy and sovereignty. Fully behind us. BRICS nations also, they are going to be converging in Brazil sometime this year. And they stand behind us. In March, EU South Africa summit, they are going to reaffirm once again their support behind South Africa. So this make apartheid great again, it's a lost cause. And this call that Afrikaners must be recognized as Israel, that cause is lost as well. No right-headed nation anywhere in the world that is going to stand with the Afrikaners and say, yeah, we recognize you. Now we will come and assist you in drawing the lines. 72% of the country. No, this is not your country. This is not your continent. Never have. That delusion that is in your head that South Africa belongs to you, only in your dreams. So y'all are blowing in the air. Or in fact, not even in the air. You are blowing into the wind with this propaganda. Nobody will ever believe this crap that you are selling to the world. Nobody. So those of you who follow me and you are offended by what I'm saying, where's the lie? You need to question yourself. Because I am going to talk about anybody that jeopardizes the sovereignty of this country, whether you are black, white, Indian, colored, or Indian. I don't care. I really don't care. We are all a rainbow nation, and we're supposed to be building this country into greatness. Not some political ideology that was declared a crime against humanity to be brought back. Think about it. If you unsubscribe, cool. Enjoy it. It says a lot about you. It doesn't say anything about me. I go to bed peacefully, knowing very well that I'm always going to defend the sovereignty of this country. I'm always going to defend the democracy of this country. And I will always fight against apartheid. Any remnants of it that tries to rear its ugly head, I am going to fight until it is removed. We will push back as the people of South Africa in our diversity against the Afrikaner community that went to Pretoria at the US embassy to call for apartheid's return to South Africa. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Anyways, those are my thoughts because I've heard a lot of you and I heard you asking me what are my thoughts about what I saw. There are so many other stuff that's going on that I've been asked about and I've been quiet because I'm busy with YouTube. Other than that, please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in my other videos that are coming. Goodbye.